Cool. He's not there. He's not there. He's not there. Cool. Cool. Now I can finally just chill, play some games, smoke some weed. Oh, no. I didn't hear what I think I heard just now, did I? But I just checked. Jesus! The shower. No decency.
I come where I go and I go where I come, okay? But, Michael. That's your name, right?
No, we went over this last time. Please use my rap name, Gunthy.
Gun pie?
Gunthy.
Oh yeah! You rapping stuff. Gun pie, I got it. But, I think you know the reason why I'm here.
Yeah, I know why you're here. And of course, everyone knows why you're... Hey, wait a minute. That's my phone. What is even going on?
Oh yeah, did you want this back?
Yes, I know why you're here. And everybody knows why you're here. We need to talk about...
Wait, what are you doing? You're looking the completely wrong direction. We need to talk about...
Hello, this is Duke from Duke It Out, and welcome to a new episode of We Need to Talk About. When some certain events in professional wrestling are so big, I like to think back on how we got to that moment and what I think can benefit from it in the future. And today's topic is no exception. But before I get into that, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content. And I guess it's better for the algorithm to sponsor the channel in the beginning and end of the video, so I don't know. But this past week at Wrestle Kingdom 17, we got the answers to questions we had been asking for around a year and a half. And that topic revolves all around Sasha Banks / Mercedes Varnado, or now known as Mercedes Moné. Mercedes walked down the ramp of Tokyo Dome after the IWGP Women's Championship match where Kairi successfully defended her title against Tam Nakano. Mercedes then hit Kairi with her new finisher, that unfortunately was botched, and she made the statement that her appearance at Wrestle Kingdom was the beginning of her changing the game for women's wrestling. And that led to fans questioning if she's also going to sign with AEW, if she's exclusively going to work in Japan, or maybe going back to WWE at some point. I'll get into the future of her career a little later, but I want to look back on what led to Mercedes leaving WWE and starting up this new persona. Mercedes Varnado signed with the WWE in 2012. Around the same time that Triple H had taken over the Performance Center and was looking to rebuild NXT as one of the best wrestling brands in the world. She trained her ass off and started to get her name in the spotlights in mid to late 2014. She had debuted as a babyface, but her heel persona as the Boss quickly skyrocketed her career. With one of the most underrated back and forth crowd chants when Full Sail would argue, "Sasha's ratchet, no she's not." She not only showed off her incredible heelish charisma, but she had Match of the Year candidates in 2015 with all of the other 4 horsewomen of NXT. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and of course, Bayley. Which is the feud that would turn both of these wrestlers into household names. Their match at TakeOver Brooklyn and first ever women's 30-minute Iron Man match are still hailed as some of the greatest matches in all of women's wrestling. The praise that she got from fans, journalists, and especially her fellow employees led to her being called up to Monday Night Raw, while she was still NXT Women's Champion. Her brief run with Team Bad was fun, but mainly kept her on TV. In early 2016, when Sasha Banks was at her peak as a babyface. At WrestleMania 32, she was the definite fan favorite to become the newly designed WWE Raw Women's Champion. She lost that fantastic triple threat to Charlotte Flair, which began maybe the most memorable feud of her main roster career. Sasha and Charlotte would famously play hot potato with the Raw Women's title from July to December of 2016, with Sasha getting her big wins on television, then Charlotte winning it back on pay-per-view. It definitely labeled them both as top stars, but also kind of signified that the main focus would be on Charlotte. And the past 6 to 7 years have kind of proven that. After her feud with Charlotte, her momentum was mainly just teasing another Bayley match, but the booking never pulled the plug. In the ring over the next few years, she continued to impress, giving Ronda Rousey the best singles match of her career, other great matches with the likes of Alexa Bliss, Asuka, or Becky Lynch, but nothing from her face or heel personas from 2017 to 2019 kept the same momentum as she had in NXT. Until the pandemic era, where it had become much more difficult to bring great entertainment. Sasha and Bayley were television highlights for months, holding the women's tag team championships, Bayley being SmackDown Women's Champion, and that finally leading to the Bayley vs. Sasha main roster match that fans had been wanting to see. Their Hell in a Cell match is one of the best ever matches from that stipulation, and was able to have their roles be reversed from their NXT classics. Sasha's title reign after that was pretty good, but the ending of it was the true highlight. Main eventing the first night of WrestleMania 37 with Bianca Belair and WWE's first show with a crowd in over a year. It was a phenomenal match, amazing moment to represent two African American women headlining the company's biggest show of the year, and is one of the most important matches in the company's history. But I'll skip to 2022 because that's where things really started to go down. After her and Naomi had won the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania 38, they seemed to be booked in separate world title matches to put over Ronda Rousey and Bianca Belair. Sasha already had previous frustrations with the company before, back in 2019, where it was reported of her and Bayley being very upset with the decision of them losing their tag team titles after a near 2-month reign, because they were seen to be promised more with it than with what they got. Sasha wouldn't return to the company for nearly 5 months after that. So it seemed this time around, Sasha didn't hold her frustrations back for too long. It's one of the very few times WWE sent a public statement about a backstage altercation, where they claimed that Sasha and Naomi vented their frustrations to John Laurinaitis, placed their belts on his desk, and walked out of a Monday Night Raw taping. They were stripped of the titles soon after, and there were never any appearances from Sasha or Naomi in WWE for the rest of the year. There have been reports going around during the whole summer that Sasha could have gotten a confirmed release, that Sasha and Naomi might come back after Triple H started taking over, or hopes that they both would show up in AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Mercedes made sure to make fans more hyped by posting a picture hyping a potential match with former WWE star Kairi Sane in New Japan for the IWGP Women's World Championship. This got fans very excited, but made them even more confused, because to this day, there has never been a confirmed statement of release from either Sasha or Naomi. But now, let's get to the present, along with the potential future. We now know Mercedes Moné is in New Japan. She's going to be having that title match with Kairi, and fans were hoping that she could be the mystery partner for Saraya on Dynamite next week. That's still questionable since they announced that Saraya's partner is Toni Storm, but we never know with wrestling. But it also made people wonder if she could still do work with WWE, since both Naomi and Bayley were at the Tokyo Dome to support Mercedes, which brought us an amazing reunion picture with Mercedes, Bayley, and FTR. And WWE's relationship with New Japan seeming to grow, with current WWE talent Carl Anderson being New Japan's never openweight champion. And that it seems like Naomi is going to be coming back to WWE very soon. But with the change of her name and her look, it seems that Mercedes is going to be separating from anything WWE related. Even though people like Dave Meltzer have reported that WWE is thinking Sasha will be coming back within the next 6 months and that she just wants to get these Japan matches out of the way. That could make many fans fear that she is going to go back to WWE, and they also even acknowledge that she probably won't be wrestling for AEW. But that's WWE giving their opinion, not Mercedes herself giving it. And while I am very excited to see what she's going to do in New Japan, along with the potential of even competing in Stardom, I would really like to see her make an appearance in AEW. I know there are some people who are not big fans of Mercedes/Sasha, but regardless of opinion, she is one of the biggest ever draws in women's wrestling, and would continue to bring more viewers in that division, with Saraya seeming to start that up. Plus, I think her presence is something that division could really use, and the potential matches with Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, Ty Mello, Nyla Rose, they could all be terrific matches. And Mercedes has clearly been one of the most passionate pro wrestlers of the past 20 years. And you can tell she wants to bring out as much as she can. And her decision with New Japan alone is a really great way to do that. She's not just a draw from the WWE or Mandalorian, but she's someone that really cares about the wrestling business and is always going to make any best attempt possible. It's a bummer that her first appearance got the botched finisher and the semi-decent promo, but now seeing how the finisher is supposed to look like, it's something instantly redeemable, and is surely going to make women's wrestling an even bigger discussion for 2023. With my overall opinion on everything, I'm a big fan of Mercedes, and I'm really excited to see what this path is going to lead to. And having Kairi be her first opponent in her return to wrestling is a great sign of even better things to come. While the AEW fan of me wants to see her make her debut there, I also just think it would benefit their division so much. And I think her being able to use more cuss words will definitely bring some more memorable promos. So that was this week's episode of We Need to Talk About. Make sure to let me know your opinion on Mercedes Moné's debut in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your opinions below in the comments.